Nearly every person in the country has been hacked and had their details sold on the dark web, Britain's police lead on cybercrime revealed yesterday. Chief Constable Peter Goodman issued the stark warning on rampant computer hacking as he urged firms to come clean to customers when their security has been compromised. The Derbyshire chief revealed he has been personally targeted 3 times by thieves who stole his name, date of birth, address and email. Mr. Goodman, who leads the National Police Chiefs Council on Cybercrime, said Russia is the worst culprit, bombarding the UK with state-sponsored or state-permitted criminal attacks on a daily basis. Just days after the Prime Minister accused the Kremlin of cyber-espionage and meddling in European election, the UK's top policing experts on cybercrime said Russian groups were targeting not only our major infrastructure and financial institutions, but also small businesses like hairdressers and solicitors in its giant phishing net for data. Chief Constable Peter Goodman issued the stark warning on rampant computer hacking as he urged firms to come clean to customers when their security has been compromised. The daily attacks are costing Britain billions a year, but Mr. Goodman admitted police have been slow to respond and victims face a postcode lottery over whether crimes will be investigated. Online fraud is now the most common crime in the country, with more than 5.5 million cyber and fraud offences taking place each year, and nearly half of all UK businesses suffered a cyber breach or attack in the last year. But there are only 100 police officers investigating across the UK, and some forces will have to wait until 2019 for extra resources to tackle the problem. Mr. Goodman said police have previously only been able to go for low-hanging fruit, plumping for easy-to-solve crimes and not chasing the complex cases across borders. Britain has been quite slow to pick up on this, he said. It's a patchwork quilt, it's a postcode lottery for victims. The police chief told a media briefing, I can almost guarantee that every single one of you around this table has had a data breach against you, and that some of your personal data is held somewhere on the dark web and is being sold, traded. Are you happy with that? And you probably don't know about it. Asked if he believed that almost every person in Britain had been a victim of such a data breach, he said, yes. There are certain websites you can go to where you can do a search and find out if your data has been stolen, he added. But unless you actively look for it, then you never get told. Am I happy if, for example, my data was stolen in the TalkTalk breach and nobody ever told me? I have not had the chance to think if I am happy with my security. Do I need to change my password? Because I don't know. The National Cybercrime Unit and regional police units are working together to disrupt attacks, and more than 200 people have been arrested in the last year, including medium to high-ranking players in Russian and Eastern European networks. Mr. Goodman added, we have Russians locked up, but whether they are Russian state-sponsored attackers is a moot point.